Hi, Scorpio. Hope all is well. I'm drinking hibiscus tea. It's excellent to clear things like toxicity and tons of vitamin C, and is for love. There's all this love going on in the world. Let's be part of it. So there have been a lot of really heavy energies in regard to your readings in the past little while. Flickering flame. Yeah, a lot of heavy energies in regard to Scorpio. And so hopefully, hopefully the messages that I've been able to give you guys have been helpful in moving things along. I don't know though, and who knows what's going to pop up here today. But I'm hoping that it's something positive for you. You've been through a lot, and it's important that we shift and make newness happen. So, yeah, let's go and get into it. Show me energies present for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Connect with me, the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in regard to love and relationship and whatever else needs to come through. This with the Eight of Wands was popping out when I was shuffling before I started recording. You got the devil here, Scorp. So toxicity, connections to toxic energy, codependency, addictions, lying, manipulation, using, usurping. Okay. Well, let's see what changes. Let's see if it changes. Let's see if it just heightens that energy. Yeah, but the Eight of Wands was popping through with that. So sometimes that can be more like somebody wanting to talk about that type of energy, somebody lying through their teeth. Could be a lot of things. Okay, I don't want to read too much into it right now. We just have one card out. Show me more for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me more for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, February 1st through. So you have the Ace of Swords here, Scorpio. Two of Wands. Knight of Cups. So in regard to this, actually, let me just get cards down. Okay, let me get cards down for you, and we'll move forward. Show me more for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I feel like he should be upright. He came out 50-50, okay? He came out like this. I'm going to read them both ways for you. Page of Swords. Scorpio, for real. Like, come on. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, Marcel. Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Walking away from things. This might be actually moving away from stuff that you know is done. Okay. Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like. I mean, with the devil and the Ace of Swords, this is basically cutting things out, but this is also, if somebody is communicating with you about negative energy that they've experienced or brought to your experience, it's like you're hearing it, you're getting full clarity of it. This may also be in that connection to the Eight of Wands that I talked about when I was shuffling, the communication aspect. What? What? Bougie. Shut up. He's ridiculous. So, where was I? Yeah, it's basically understanding it for what it is and cutting it out, Scorpio, okay? Here you have the Two of Wands with the Knight of Cups. In the way that this looks, how I can see it, it's like the Two of Wands is looking at this honesty. It's looking at the truth behind this situation, okay? It's like you have to move forward towards what you actually want. You actually need to move away from this. And that sounds really obvious. I mean, I know that sounds obvious and entirely redundant in regard to the readings that you've experienced with me. But you know, if you want to give love and energy outward to something or somebody else, you know, it's like you have to look at these things. Here, though, too, in regard to this situation, the Knight of Cups also maybe somebody wanting to communicate, somebody wanting to apologize, somebody needing to express themselves emotionally in regard towards what has happened here. But it's kind of interesting, too, because it's like, while we're looking at that past with the Two of Wands, looking at the honesty and truth within it, looking if we need to cut it out, our back is to the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, he's not going to shut up. Like, he does this all day long. I barely sleep. Marcel, my sweet. Outcome energy, the Page of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. Now, you know, in regard to this situation, the way that they're looking at each other, it's almost as if kind of a showdown is happening. Like, somebody may be wanting to communicate with you, but almost to a degree where you cannot trust them. There's another energy here, too, where it's like you've experienced so much bullshit that you're so riled up, Scorpio, that it's like your communication style is kind of harsh, blunt, to the point, but also kind of immature and fighting more so than communicating. Not really knowing what to trust, and that's totally understandable. Here at the final outcome card, you have the Six of Pentacles, so that's basically balancing your energies out. You know, if somebody's communicating with you about a second party situation, a third party situation, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's like so many different, actually this one feels a little bit different. There's some of the readings that's like the energy is like the same, like it's almost like hitting on the same thing, or like I don't know how to describe it, how I can feel it, but it's different. Okay, well, even before I go on here, picking up this to clarify, you have the Death card, so it's you, Scorpio. You know, the underlying energy here, though, Scorp, is the Eight of Cups, okay? With the Two of Pentacles underneath it. So balancing energy out, all right? That doesn't mean you have to be with somebody. If they're coming back to communicate with you, it doesn't mean that you have to be part of their life. It can mean that you literally have learned from the situation and moved on. I don't like redundant readings. I feel like I'm becoming redundant here in regard to Scorpio, and I want a different, like, storyline, or I want whatever is supposed to be here, but, like, show me the Devil for Scorpio, please. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. Show me the Devil. So you have the Five of Cups in reverse, and you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse for the Devil. So in regard to this, it's like coming out of this negative energy to release ourselves from it, you know. And if somebody's strung you along, Scorpio, if somebody's been really negative towards you and like they say one thing, do another, they promise you things and don't come through, like it's almost as if you've kind of gotten over that aspect of it. It's like you don't want to hold on to that anymore because it's not helpful, you know. It's helpful in knowing that you don't want to be there anymore. With that, you cut it out, you know. If somebody's on the fence, off the fence, on the fence, off the fence, and more off than on, like, what's the point in that? Show me that. So the Ace of Swords. You have the Page of Wands, the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, and the Tower. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, yeah, air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You know, it's almost as if here, this person, it's like you either know about this information already and it's like you're ready to move on even if you don't have all of the information yet, you know. person might want to talk to you about these things, but it's almost in a way that's like they come ill-prepared. I don't know. There's something ill-prepared about this. It doesn't feel like it really, I don't know. It keeps you in an emotional stagnancy. And it's like, this is what this is about. This is time to break that down, Scorpio. Time to release the stagnancy. Here we have at the bottom of the deck the Five of Coins. So it's letting this go, allowing things to melt away and let them go. You know, it's breaking down our emotions. Don't hold on to things. I did Virgo's reading a little bit ago, and Virgo is about like holding on to stuff that needs to be shed, to let go of, to, you know, it's like old patterns that we experience in our relationships, old patterns and things that really aren't for us anymore, yet we hold on to them. So, yeah, I just say be careful about that, Scorpio. Okay. My setup is wonky. Oh well. Yeah. Show me the Lovers. So the High Priestess. So in regard to this connection that you have with this person, the High Priestess for the Lovers is talking about somebody who is secret. It's a secret lover. You know, this person may have a child with them. That doesn't have to be the case, but either way, it's like they're ill-prepared to communicate about this person with you. And it's like the communication almost makes you feel sad. This Queen of Cups is not happy here, okay? She's pretty sad. She's looking into her cup. She's holding it close. This doesn't feel happy. It feels like we realize that we have to release things and let them go. We have to let things drop, Scorpio. And it's almost as if like hearing this from this person or understanding what they're saying, it's like it's not enough, and you know that it's not enough, and it's not going to be enough, and it's like having to come to terms with that to let it go. That's what I'm feeling. Show me the Two of Wands for Scorpio. So you have the World here, Scorpio, and you have the Six of Pentacles here, so out of balance, okay? Yeah, I mean, this whole situation, exactly what I said earlier, it's like you're looking at this thing like, holy shit, this, like the reality that this thing literally keeps your life out of balance is a huge thing to pay attention to. People sometimes seem to be very willing to stay in situations that are just like horrific and are not in their highest good. And it's like they feel like they can change somebody or they're going to make like this type of impact in their lives. It's not for you to decide what kind of impact you're going to make in somebody's life. Like that's the experience they have with you. Like, you know, you can't dictate what happens. Like you can be part of the show, but like in the end, like things happen for whatever reason they happen for. You can't force them to happen. Yeah, you know, this is basically letting go, recognizing that this situation, to hold on to it, basically causes you to just stagnate in an emotional imbalance. Here, this is the World, this is finality, this is learning huge lessons, you know? And it's almost as if like sometimes we are a little bit scared to move past once we learn the lesson. It's like, will it happen again? Can I trust myself in my decision making in regard to relationships? I don't know. You know, those types of things are pretty legit questions to ask yourself, you know, but like they're still worth asking. Don't just stagnate. Yeah, underneath there you have the Ace of Pentacles. So releasing this stuff brings newness, and it's something that's definitely worth tending to. Show me the Knight of Cups, please. Yeah, here, where is it? So this situation, Scorpio, this Knight of Cups, this person, they don't bring you information that is easy to listen to, and whatever they do bring you, it's like it causes you to have mental frustration and upset. There's not really any change in that, you know. even by like communicating with them, it's almost as if you're rehashing things to a level where it's like you already know. You've done it before. You've done it before. Underneath that, you have the King of Cups. So you may be dealing with another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You do have this Knight of Cups here. This is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You may be dealing with a secondary water sign. But this person, it's like re-engaging with this person. It's almost as if you have to like go through lies and like rehash things, and you're never going to be able to trust them. That seems to be a very consistent thing with this person or this energy that like a lot of Scorpios are connecting with, you know. Show me the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, you have the Knight of Wands here. Some of you may have been spying on this person to find out more details and information in regard to what they've done, who they've been with, their secret situations, secret partnerships. This information may not also, this information as far as like the secret mistress partner energy, secret partner, may not be something that you've been communicated to about. This may literally be you spying on this person to gather that information. And what you've come out with is something that is entirely frustrating to you, you know, and it makes you question the type of communication that they bring you. Is it BS or not, you know? And I think it's really important here to really take a look at everything that you've experienced here, because this is the first energy out, okay? I know the Eight of Cups is the underlying energy of this reading, but this is the very first energy out, and this was also one of the ones that flipped over when I was shuffling everybody. Okay. Cutting it out. Getting clarity in your life. Honesty in your life. You bringing that to your life, you know. Here, Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So basically being genuinely honest with yourself in the situation, cutting somebody out. I mean, you know, if you have every right to be pissed off. You have every right to communicate with this person however you see fit to. But the thing is, Scorpio, no matter what, the information that they come with here, you're always going to be questioning it. You're always going to have to look deeper into it, okay? This isn't just, you can like forget about this and it'll be roses again. Like, that's not how it goes, especially with this energy. This person also may have been spying on you as well. It feels like people are watching each other. Here, this energy is in and out of our lives though, okay? Knight of Wands is in and out of our lives. He's upright right now. You know, some of the other cards are in reverse. He's upright. Doesn't mean that he's like the best guy in the world, but like usually good for sex, usually good for a nice romp in the roll in the hay and, you know, whatever. Sometimes though, like this person, these types of people, they hold on to multiple people because that's the type of personality that they have. And sometimes they don't trust that they can have love, you know, they don't trust that they can experience something genuine and worthwhile keeping. And like, they decide to have 10 people or, you know, 2, 3, one other person, who knows? But like, that's how they connect with others. You know, it's like, I'd rather exchange my body with somebody and experience that versus like actually engaging with somebody entirely. You know, sometimes these people they don't trust themselves. They don't know how to allow others to trust them because they don't trust themselves. Show me the 6. Okay. So the 6 of Pentacles, you have the Fool flying out. Okay, Scorpio. So that's moving on your own. I don't think that this person is something that's going to balance you out. You know, it's like you have to balance your own energy out in regard to this situation, okay? You have the 6 of Pentacles and you have the Fool. So essentially moving towards something that you want, recognizing what you have to put in that's going to feel good for you in the long run. Here you have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Sure, you could be dealing with a Cancer, but this is more so when we literally... when we balance our energies out, things start to move. The 2 beasts that are in front of the charioteer, the yin yang, they are all about balancing. The sphinxes here, these are sphinxes. They're all about balancing energy out, Scorpio. You know, when we balance our energy out, we're able to see clearly. We're able to understand what we don't need anymore, what served us to the highest good because it's been the most painful. All of those things, like we have to release them and let them go. Here, you know, first card out, okay? Clarify the Eight of Cups for Scorpio, please. Clarify the Eight of Cups for Scorpio. Clarify the Eight of Cups for Scorpio. Yeah. So you have the King of Swords and you have the Six of Swords in reverse, Scorp. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords. So this is getting away from shit, man. Like, get away from it. Let it go. Trust yourself that you're making the right decision by letting this go. Here, we have an ambivalence to release. We have an ambivalence to let go, you know. It's like we keep coming back to it. Even if we've moved away from it, we're still in it in our minds. You know, we keep rehashing things, ruminating, sitting with them, stagnating with them. You have to let it go, Scorpio. The King of Swords is here, okay? This energy is talking about cutting things free. It's talking about utilizing your logical mind and, you know, I want to say removing your heart in regard to this situation. And I know that that's kind of a drastic way to say it, but like some of you, it's going to be like removing your heart to get away from this person. Those connections like feel like they're steady bonded. They're like tight, you know, you have to be active in cutting them out, okay? Use your logic, use your reason. Cut this energy out, Scorpio. I really hope in the next reading we have something just beautiful for you. I really do. You know, I want to give you different readings. I want to give you readings that are enlightened and higher vibration. It feels like a lot of the readings for Scorpio that I do, literally the energy, I'm like, it's harsh energy, you guys, and I'm sure you feel that. I have people commenting about how they see me feel it, and it's like, yeah, it's harsh energy. But that doesn't mean it has to stay forever, okay? Utilize your mind, your logical side. Utilize this is painful and it no longer serves you. It served you to the point of leaving, okay? Under that, you have the Two of Pentacles. So balancing your energy out, okay? 2 and 6, you have 8. What do you want to work towards? What do you want to put your effort into? Okay? Put your energy and effort into something practical, something realistic, something that's not going to re-engage you and reconnect with you, this person. Because this stuff feels like it's pretty heavy and atrocious, and, you know, you don't want to keep living here. This isn't the type of guy you want. Guy, girl, this isn't the type of energy you want to be connected to. But you can remove it from your life, okay? This little fucker, constantly in your readings. All right, Scorp, I'm going to pull another card for you guys just because. Okay. Give me an energy and out, like some advice for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, so you have the Seven of Swords again with the Seven of Pentacles. So this is really like literally evaluating everything that you've been through with this person, looking at all of the bullshit, and cutting it loose. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. Okay, Scorpio? The Queen of Wands takes control of her life. She takes action in her life. She's not going to stand still and stagnate. She moves towards life, okay? You don't want to stagnate anymore. You don't want to shut down anymore. You don't want to be in this situation with this person anymore. Here, Yeah, break yourself out of the Seven of Swords energy. This person is not healthy for you, okay? This person is not healthy for you. Recognize everything that you've poured into this relationship, into this situationship, into this marriage, into this situation entirely. Recognize what you've poured into it and realize it's like if you continue to give to it, it's like you wouldn't toss dollar bills down the drain, would you? Like you wouldn't, cash your check and like place it in the street and walk away. Like why would you do that? That's like giving up everything that you've worked for. You know, here you've put energy into a situation that's not going to bear fruit. Don't keep giving to it. That's those terrible analogies that I just that's what I'm talking about. Don't hold on to this. It's not healthy for you, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. I hope things go well. Judgment underneath the Queen of Wands. Super important card right there, Judgment. Utilize your judgment, your best judgment. Move forward in life and what works for you. Don't hold on to BS and asshole people that don't give a toss about you. Scorpio, you're beautiful, you're very loving, and when you do open up, like, it can be easy to hurt you because you give, So pull back a little bit and take care of yourself and utilize that King of Swords and energy because that's here for you. It's ready to cut shit out. Let it go. All right. I love you. Good luck. Take care. Bye-bye.